Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dolly Diaries. My name is Belinda and I'm Belinda from Belinda's Babies, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about a couple videos I've seen on YouTube. On YouTube, I came across a shared community post that spoke about a video done by Reborn. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not quite sure. And the post was more like, the person was bothered by this video. So I thought, well, what the heck? Let's go check it out. So I checked it out, started watching it, listening, skipped a little bit, listening, skipped a little bit, listened. Okay. So the person was talking about Julie, basically from the Country Cottage. Julie from the Country Cottage had a video where she spoke about a Reborn eBay scam that was her thoughts about what was going on eBay, on this particular seller on eBay, and that in her viewpoint this was a scam. In Reggae's discussion, she pointed the finger at Julie, basically saying, pretty nasty things, basically, she lies, it looks good on her, she encourages people to have, replica dolls, she, and basically picked out some of the things she mentioned in her video and critiqued it, and she placed a lot of judgment on Julie, and because it appears that Hage's channel, I don't know her name, but it appears her channel and her belief system and her ethics and her moral compass or code of conduct or whatever is that authentic kits are the only reborn kits you can get and buy, and you shouldn't be getting replicas, yada, yada. That's what I understood from skipping around her video. I did not watch it from the beginning to the end. Okay, so what do you guys think? Now, Julie spoke about an individual, and if you're interested in who the seller is, check out her video. She spoke about an individual on eBay who is basically, it appears that this person is purchasing replica kits from Temu, AliExpress, wherever, Amazon, wherever, redressing them, and I don't know if what she's doing. Maybe she's weighting them. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if she's doing a box opening. I'm not really sure. I didn't go check all that out. But basically, she's purchasing them and selling them at a higher price, $200, $250. So she's buying them from a place that a lot of people are not aware of, taking them, putting them on eBay where people go to buy dolls, and she has upped the price significantly. So, is this a scam? What do you guys think? I'm kind of interested in this because in actuality, if you look at eBay sellers, a lot of eBay sellers actually go and get things cheaper elsewhere, up the price, sell it on eBay. That's what eBay is, basically. It's a shitload of stuff that people get from places in China. And because you go on eBay, you think that because it says a Canadian seller that somehow, I don't know, that they're not buying it from China. I don't know. But because it's coming from Canada, you're willing to pay that extra price, or whatever, right? So that is something that happens. To me, it's business. People buy shit, right? up the price and sell it on eBay. It happens. Where do you think these people get the things from eBay from? Now, is that considered a scam? Walmart does it. Walmart has a shitload of stuff that they get from who knows at lower costs, and then they sell it at a higher cost. If you were aware that your mom, say for an example, was interested in buying such and such a product from Walmart, and you knew they had such and such a product pretty much exactly the same or the same on Temu, AliExpress, Alibaba, whatever, Amazon, would you tell your mom? Of course you would. That's what good people do. That's what good friends do. That's what we hope to do in this Dolly community. That's what Julie did. She informed, and she's letting people know that this is what's going on, and be careful of this particular seller. I think that's great. I think we want to do that. There's so many people out there that don't know nothing about Reborn dolls, and I was one of them until I did lots and lots of research. The language is confusing for Reborn dolls. Reborn doll, what does that mean? The language is confusing. Replica, counterfeit, knockoff, confusing, right? Authenticate. You know, what is a reborn? Originally, Reborn dolls started out as dolls that people purchased from Walmart or wherever, took it, stripped the paint or added paint or whatever, and they did things, painted it, rooted its hair, different things to make a more realistic looking doll. So the doll was reborn per se. They didn't originally start out with blank kits. They started out that way. They were still called Reborn because they were reborn into something different than what they originally turned out, or what they were originally. So that was the word reborn, where it came from. Then how it came to pass is you had sculptors that created sculpts of dolls or 3D scans of dolls, real born, and those sculpts were created into kits. Those sculpts can be purchased from stores or distributors, I would say, that the sculptors have approved to sell their sculpt. So does that make sense? Some of these distributing stores are Bountiful Baby, McPherson's, and yada yada. Okay, make sure that those stores are an approved distributor store. Those stores that have those kits, if you have those kits, get one of those kits. Those kits are basically referred to by the language authentic kit. It's authentic because the sculptor has approved that kit to be purchased by creators from those stores. Those creators then purchase those kits. They reborn them with paint, yada, yada. They sell them. Those are called authentic reborns. Okay. There is knockoffs, replicas, counterfeits, whatever you want to call them, kits that are actually sold from Temu, AliExpress, Alibaba, and friggin' Amazon, and whoever knows where else. Okay? So those are actually kits or dolls that were created and not approved by the sculptor to be sold. They're not illegal. Whatever happened between the sculptor and the selling of these other kits, there's like, China does some things. They sell all kinds of replica, knockoff, fakes, whatever you want to call it out there. Okay? The tricky part is we're talking about art world, an artist world. And there's a divide. There's an artist world and there's a doll collecting world. And then there's both. So, I mean, it is kind of tricky. Okay? My thing is, you can get your doll wherever you want as long as you know what you're purchasing. And it's smart. Be a smart purchaser. If you're looking for a replica kit, get one. They're out there. They're not illegal. If you're looking for 100% art doll that holds value, is an authentic kit reborn by an artist. Now, there's all various degrees on value there. You know what I mean? Is it what type of skill does the artist have? You know, all that art world takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of knowledge. It takes a lot of asking people in the community, right? Now, this individual that Julie's speaking to, that's selling on eBay, replica kits or knockoff kits for $200, which is more like a low-end, actual authentic Reborn created kit price. It is deceptive, but it's not illegal. It's deceptive to the people who actually know what they're buying, because they're not saying in the description that this is not an authentic kit, but they're also not saying this is not, a replica kit or a knockoff kit. They're not saying anything about the kit. They're not saying it's an artist done. They're saying that it's been hand painted, rooted, hand painted and hand rooted. Well, that's exactly what they say on Temu and AliExpress and all those places, right? It's becoming more and more apparent that that's what they're saying when they sell those dolls and Amazon dolls, right? So, is this person lying? Don't really know. I never read everything that person has. I did read one of the dolls and it didn't say anything about them being an artist. It didn't say anything about where they purchased it. You have to be a smart seller if you're buying for art purposes. You have to be a smart buyer and seller. You have to disclose this information. It's ethically not right if you don't disclose. If I was to sell babies and I don't disclose that it's a replica or an authentic kit or doll, and I don't disclose that, it's being deceptive. Maybe this lady on eBay knows nothing. And it's just said, holy shit, people are paying a lot of money for these dolls. Can I find this on Alibaba? Oh, I can. I'm going to take it and I'm going to sell it at a high price. People buy it. Where does the ownership lie here? Right? I mean, do I think that eBay's going to remove this person? Probably not. Because eBay is full of people that resell shit at a higher price. It's full of it. So you really have to know what you're looking for and what you're buying. And how many of us have gone into a retail store in our locations, have purchased things at that retail's price, would be double or triple the price, and then looking around Temu and find the exact same product at a cheaper price? How many of us? A lot of us. I am so grateful that Julie from the Country Cottage brought this to our attention, and I hope that people find this video before they purchase from this lady, because even if they're looking for a replica kit, that's way outrageous price. So it's great she brought it to our attention. And if you're looking for an authentic kit, that is deception and you're not getting it. And that is what's going on. There's a lot of people playing the card that this is an authentic Reborn. Using the language Reborn does not indicate authentic. It used to, it doesn't. It indicates that this doll, in any way, shape, or form, was painted up, fixed the hair, put something on it. I mean, does Reborn really speak to how much work was done with the doll? Can you just change the lips and the eyeballs and transfer them out? Is that a Reborn doll? Could I take a replica mod, flip her eyes out, and call her a Reborn doll? What do you guys think? I wouldn't call her a Reborn doll, because I think the Reborn word or language or use of that has to change. I think a Reborn doll is now many, many dolls are sold under the word or the language Reborn. Basically, it's a lifelike looking doll, but it doesn't say a lifelike doll that is hand painted and authentic kit. And it doesn't say it's, painted at all. It could be a manufactured lifelike doll, because you see them manufactured. You see Reborn doll, or, I don't know how Paradise Gallery, Ashton Drake, if they actually say Reborn dolls. They probably do, right? And they're manufactured dolls. So you just got to know. And I think the best thing we can do in our community is help each other out. Let's change the language together. So when we say Reborn doll, it can mean any doll that's lifelike looking, right? Because that's basically what's going on currently. The word Reborn is not exclusive to an authentic kit. It appears like the word Reborn is very broad in its use. And really clarifying, if you're buying a doll from someone, is this, you need to ask. It's awful, but you do. When it comes to the art world, we got a mixed group of things here. We have dolls. We have lifelike dolls, Reborn dolls, right? We have all kinds of other dolls that you can get, Barbie dolls, and I'm trying to think, ball jointed dolls, all kinds of dolls. And that's a world in itself when it comes to knockoff replicas and blah, 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 blah. They call them recasts or something. I don't know. I'm not schooled in that. However, I'm not an expert on this either. I'm just sharing the information I have gained since I've become into this world and starting to understand the different languages. And I do know since I started, the word Reborn has been used so frequently in things that are just lifelike looking dolls. Even if it's a manufactured doll, people are calling them Reborn. The actual companies, the actual purchasers, the collectors are calling them Reborn doll. Okay. So let's change the language with all of us. And maybe differentiate between a Reborn doll and an authentic kit painted doll is an art doll. Because art dolls and authentic kits and replica kits are different. They're different. Who wants to pay a price and then get an authentic a replica kit or knockoff kit? That's awful. Who wants to pay for a replica kit when you can get the exact same thing at Temu cheaper, a lot cheaper? That happens a lot with all kinds of products, unfortunately. Let's help each other out. Let's educate each other. Let's not point the fingers at each other. I mean, the nasty things that were coming from Hagee or whatever is not called for. I don't think we need to be doing that. I think we need to live together on this internet. Or if we can't, let's just ignore them. Ignore the nastiness. Informing, educating together, accepting all of us no matter what we collect, Because really, when you look at that, your choices and what you collect and what you decide to do in regards to what some people call knockoffs, counterfeits, whatever, because you're getting things that are not dolls. Basically, it's not dolls or kits that were approved to be purchased from the actual sculptor. So you buy something, say you invent something, you make something, whatever. This store, you can get it from. These other stores, I haven't said anything about these other stores to sell them, right? But this is what happens. This is the world of what happens that we live in. So educate yourself. Know what you want. I love them all. I have both sides of the spectrum. And I love my dolls, right? And so I guess I'm rambling now because I'm trying to make myself crystal clear. And I think by rambling on, I'm not crystal clear. I do not want to say shit about anybody. I just want to say, don't do it to others. Let's be kind to each other. Let's accept each other. And you know what? If you want to collect your crystals and someone else wants to collect just cups, let them do that. It's not illegal. It's a choice, and you have a choice to make. So let's do it. Live and let live. Make a choice. Try to find good. You know, look for the good, because there's good out there. And what else can I say? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you going to do about it, folks? Thanks for watching this episode of the Dolly Diaries. It's Friday. Have a fantastical weekend, everybody. Take care of yourself. And I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I'm all out of funny. Bye, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And comment. Comment. Yes. What do you think? What do you think? You know, do you think? Let me know. Comment. What do you think about this video? What are your ideas on these topics? All right, guys. Bye-bye.